Turn down for what? Xfinity Series about to get started from iRacing's Daytona International. Josh Arnold and Jeff Noe have control of the front row coming to this line. Round 4 of 16 about to get underway. 99 laps of action, almost 250 scheduled miles of racing. But it all starts with the initial green flag. Cars rolling through turn number 4. Pace car about to peel off. On your inside, into the number 2 Navy Ford, Jeff Noe. On the outside, Mississippi's Josh Arnold. If you've just tuned in, I'm Rick James, ready to bring you uninterrupted green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
It's on from Daytona. Fans cheering on early in the chat. One lap complete. Everybody makes it through safely. Josh Arnold at the point, just barely leading over the 2 of Jeff No. Jose Ruiz on the outside, followed by 17 of Zach Meredith. That Cola machine behind Meredith on the outside line. Looks like the 1-4 of Nate Lehman. Papa Bear Campbell in the 7-1. Trying to stay out of the low side's way. On the inside line, in that 2, obviously Josh Arnold. Then you've got the 6 of Josh Franks in that gorgeous target scheme. There goes Ruiz to the inside in the 2-3 DuPont Chevrolet, but Josh Arnold blocks his advance. Coming out of the 4th corner on the inside line, 2-2, 2-3, 2. On the outside, Zach Meredith being urged along by Nate Lehman, and the 7-1 of Mike Campbell rocking the special X-Factor Gaming Chairs paint scheme. 3rd in line, X-Rocker, the X-Rocker Chairs Ford Mustang on the outside. And if you notice, a special as well, shout out to the 7-1. We'll talk more about Mike Campbell later. Fastest lap so far goes to Jordan Bain in that 2-8 B Water Ford in the outside line. Staying out of the way of most of this calamity, Jordan Bain has Jarrett Manning to his inside in the number 7 Duke Blue Devils Chevrolet. North Carolinian on the inside behind the 4-8 of Corey Blevins, then the 2-4 of Cole Snyder running 16th. The Pennsylvania native with a little bit of M&M's chocolate love riding behind the 4-4 of Byron Jones. Still 2x2, 11 rows deep, 4 laps underway at Daytona. Zach Meredith all by his lonesome. Can't block the 14 yet, but he's got a big push from the 22. Let's ride along with the 1-7 of Meredith and see what the world looks like from his cockpit. Josh Arnold just edging the 1-7 of Meredith with help from the 1-4 of Nate Lehman. That number 14 blue Severe Blizzard Mustang being followed by the X-Rocker Mustang of Mike Campbell. 3 Fords on the outside with 2 Chevys to the inside and the number 2 Navy Mustang. That's Jeff No. He says loving that top 3 right now. First time chat from him. Welcome, Beast. Tree Wayne in the chat says, for the win, number 27. He's talking about Rocky Top Sam Wade in that. Wade right now sitting in the 26th position. The Tennessee Volunteers fan rolling behind Chris Murphy in the 2-1 Offer Pad Supra. From Nassau in the Bahamas in the number 40 Sport Clips Supra, Elrich George riding in the top 10 right now. He's up 4 places from where he started, but of course, that place changes by the second. To his inside, the 3-9 car, that's Marty Hensley, a.k.a. Rock NASCAR. Everybody loves themselves some Marty Hensley. He's in that Harley-Davidson Chevrolet with the 2 of Jeff No having a blink up ahead. The Navy Ford having the 6 of Josh Franks check up behind him. No harm, no foul. Last time around, Zach Meredith led the lap, but the lead swaps hands like 7 laps underway from the World Center of Racing, and it's 2x2. Still 11 rows deep. The 2-2 of Josh Arnold making his way to the inside, trying to get that lead, and then the 7-1 of Mike Papa Bear Campbell. On the inside line, the orange line black, X-Rocker 71, second in line, followed by Jose Ruiz in that 2-3. Then it's Jeff No, number 2 Navy Ford through that front straight. Bumper looks a bit squirrely. It looks like it's the 2-4 of Cole Snyder, but he gets it together. The number 9, the Michelob Ultra Southern Beverage Chevrolet behind him. Those two teammates. And the Jersey rider, everyone, for the most part, makes it through okay. Pike is one of our hardest chargers so far. Look at these cars darting to the inside, and there's a crash. Elrich George getting into the 2-3 of Jose Ruiz. Scattering are these race cars down the front straight. Everybody trying to make it through. Huge wreck down the front straight. 5, 6, 7 cars involved on lap 9 of 99. The big one occurs. More than half the field involved in this one. Caution number 1 flies from Daytona International. A tenth of the way in. And sparks fly far earlier than we anticipated. Let's take a look. Looks like the 2-3 of Brandon Pike may have been involved. Elrich George may have been involved as well. Let's have a look here. Contacts already occurred. XRN Network in the chat says, I missed that. Well, let's go back and have a look. It looks like it occurs with the 2-3. Let's stop this and run it back here because it starts with the 4-0 of Elrich George and then the 2-3 of Jose Ruiz, the Bahamian driver and the American driver making contact out of turn number 4. Have a look, keep your eye on car number 4. It just looks like he got loose out of the 4th corner. Ruiz to his inside. Everyone tries to avoid the calamity. George skidding through all of this mess. Ruiz slams the wall. The 6-2 of Brandon Pike got involved as well. Let's take a look from way high up. The 6 of Marty Hensley skidding through all of that, just getting missed by Elrich George. There's the 6-2 of Pike that just got collected. The 2-8 of Jordan Bain also got a piece of that. Reese Flip in the chat says, Mike, avoid the wreck. See if we can get one more look from well before this started. See if we can start with the 40 of George. Well, there it is right there. Let's go back into the 3rd corner to get one more look. And you can see the 40 of George was loose going into turn number 3. We'll go to the cockpit view coming out of turn 4, but watch the line on that white Supra. Already loose and unsettled, and watch the hands here. Contact, and this is what it looks like in the mirrors of Elrich George. All in all, about 9 cars involved, I would say. This is from Marty Hensley's point of view. Hensley wisely skidding through pit road. Let's have a look with the 2-4 car. Cole Snyder nearly survived this one. That yellow M&M's car, well, it says CD&R, doesn't it? But obviously the M&M's looking just making it through. Comes to a halt there. Look at Brandon Pike, and just at the last minute, the 0-2 gets through him. One of those last casualties. So Mississippi's Josh Arnold is being scored as your race leader into the number 2-2 Southern Beverage Ford Mustang. He's leading the race with Zach Meredith in tow in the number 1-7 Pepsi-Cola Chevrolet. And then you've got Nate Lehman sitting in 3rd in that Blizzard 14. Lights are off on top of the pace car. we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more racing from virtual Daytona. About to throw that green flag. Josh Arnold ahead of Zach Meredith on the front row. The 2-2 is the control car, lined up and ready to go racing. Bit of a mix-up, big gaps on the inside line, but the green flag flies anyway. Let's go racing again. Straight, Josh Arnold barely edging the 1-7 of Zach Meredith. He's got a big push from Nate Lehman in that 1-4. Then it's the 1 car of Shad Swansworth lined up on the inside line. The 6-9 of Brad Rivers in the Hooters Ford sits just ahead. That's 1-2. Steven Brinnick on the inside line being pushed by the 8-8 Mike Allen, sporting the Scott Hall Memorial colors. The New York native sitting ahead of the 3-7 Snap-on Ford of Jeff Lednam. Breath of fresh air on that 3-7 car. Lednam normally rocking the Shelby colors. Tonight he's got the red and black Snap-on livery. The 2-1 Supra, one of the few Toyotas in today's race. Chris Murphy in the offer pad colors, sitting in the 15th position right now, up a few spots from where he started. Shout out to AKA Wonderstand. What's up, guys? Good run so far for Mike Allen. And the 8 driver, we just mentioned him, on the inside line. Kept it in one piece so far. He just scooted through that wreck. Zach Meredith at the front of this race for now. Hunter Peach on the outside. Byron Jones just went purple. The number 44, repeat 1975 U.S. Air Force Chevrolet with the fastest lap of the race, 46.74 seconds. The Goodyear, Arizona native at the back of the pack, perhaps saving his stuff for the latter stages of this race. 16 laps underway of the scheduled 99, and if you've just tuned in, this is what the world looks like. Trackside at iRacing's Daytona with the sun just starting to shine gold between the clouds in turn 1 and 2. The 2-2 of Josh Arnold leading in his goldenrod Ford with the cherry, midnight, and white 2-6 Hunter Peach, one of those few Supras getting down to the inside line. The Ream Toyota, second in line. It's a Ford Toyota Chevrolet top 3 with Jordan Bain leading the outside line. The 2-8 B-Water Ford being pushed along by the 1-9 of Jake Millsap. Shout out to Duct Tape Fan 06 in the chat says, "Go Jake, go." Number 19 is sitting on the outside line, being pushed by the 7-1 of Mike Campbell. Josh Franks, 4th in line, and then Jeff No currently in 12th. 5th on the outside line. Drivers getting squirrely. There goes the 6'9 of Brad Rivers, who's up more than 15 places and now sinking like a stone. Loose out of the second corner. Josh Franks goes to the inside line. The number 6 car takes advantage of the gap in the order, and he files just behind the number 1 Bass Pro Tracker Boats Chevrolet. That's new father, Shad Swatsworth. New-ish father by now, and I have to tell you, he's gained dad powers. It is true, you gain powers when you dad reflexes, if you will. Father since his child was born. Shad has been scoring more top 10s and being more consistent. Jordan Bain, on the other hand, just had a child, and he's always been pretty amazing, so no surprise that he's leading this race. Ford, Chevy, Ford on the outside line. Ford, Toyota, Chevy on the inside line. And so far, all is well in the top 10. Further on back, Jeff Lednam sees himself in a single file sandwich with the 4-4 of Byron Jones. The number 7 Blue Devils Chevy of Jared Manning. Joe Tardif follows in the 42, and then Brad Rivers, who lost control of his race car just 1 lap ago, finds himself in 23rd out of, well, after falling out of the top 5. Jose 720, first time in the chat, says aggressive side crafting on lap 8. Gotta love it. Dale Fan 8 says nice, number 44. Cheering on Byron Jones, 18. Lednam giving him a hard shove in that 37. Let's see what it's like on board the Snap-on Mustang. Jake Millsap, there's a wreck up ahead. Smoke pouring out of one of these race cars. It looks like someone dived down to pit road just in time. Not sure who fell off the track at that moment, but let's see if we can find out. Looks like Elrich George came down pit road in that 40 car, and there you do see the Bahamian coming into the pits. That must have been smoke from screeching his tires down pit road. Finds himself 28th at the moment. The Bahamian getting tires and fuel. He's going to go out there and give it another chance. Gotta love the determination. George is going to continue to turn laps. The 2-2, the 2-6, the 1-7, John Arnold, Zach Meredith coming around. They'll put Elrich George a 4th lap down. George will rejoin in the competition. The number 6 of Josh Franks finds himself 4th in line right now. Sugar Hands Franks, for those that know, to the inside of Papa Bear Campbell. That's Mike Campbell to you in the X-Rocker Ford Mustang. This week, sporting the colors of the 15-year-old gaming chair couple. The North Carolinian showing a little bit of love for his favorite brand. And as far as I know, they've been around for about 15 years, and despite the fact that a lot of people know X-Rocker as gaming chairs, they do furniture for the bedroom, desks, accessories, all sorts of whatever you need for PC gaming. It's pretty interesting. I'd give the website a look if you have the time. But for now, Mike Campbell doing the X-Rocker brand proud in that number 7-1 Mustang, running in the top 10. Brandon Pike in the 6-2, he got a big piece of that crash, but he is not going down without a fight. That number 62 PPG Ford just turned the fastest lap of the race. 46.6 seconds for Brandon Pike, bouncing off that inside line, forcing the double 8 of Mike Allen to go high. The 48 of Corey Blevins catching up, and Pike looking to turn more quick laps. The 2-1 car, that's Chris Murphy in the offer pad Toyota, slow and weaving down that short chute. He's got the 7 of Jarrett Manning right behind him. Corey Blevins using the draft just turned his fastest lap in 7 seconds. Blevins now finds himself in the top 15. The outside line, however, is faltering, and Blevins making a decision. The 1 of Shad Swatsworth having to back out of the corner. The 4-0 of Elridge George slow on the apron, wisely letting the traffic go by. The 1 of Swatsworth looking for a way to the inside line, perhaps. That's the 2-3 of Jose Ruiz on the outside line as well. Passed by the competition. Ruiz finds himself in the 26th position, and it's almost causing a bit of a jam. Everyone has to sneak to the inside to avoid the Rainbow Warrior Camaro. The 9 of Enrique Quinones to the inside of Ruiz, almost contact. 2-3s loose, 3 wide in the corner as all the lead lap cars weave to the inside to avoid and dodge the DuPont Chevrolet. Out of the second corner, everybody makes it through with short breaths and clenched muscles. The 2-3 of Jose Ruiz survives, as does the rest of the field. Mississippi's Josh Arnold now has control of the lead, with the 2-6 of Hunter Peach in second and Zach Meredith in third. Everybody getting squirrely, weaving out of that fourth corner. These cars incredibly loose out of that fourth corner, but everybody doing their best to hold on. And for good reason. 15 drivers just turned their fastest lap that race. That single file formation must have had something to do with that entire inside line. Almost every car on the inside line turning their fastest lap so far. That looks like the 0-2 of Andrew Baker that's just straggling down that front straight. The 3-9 of Marty Hensley in tow. The Blevins designed Chevrolet followed by that Harley Davidson Camaro on the inside line, and we'll see how the lead drivers avoid them this time around. The 0-2 of Blevins to the top side, the 3-9 of Hensley to the inside. The cavalry coming. They've got to make a decision out of turn number 2. How are they going to pull this one off? 39 to the inside, 0-2 to the high side, and the lead cars will split these lap-down cars. The 0-2 of Baker stuck on the outside, while the 3-9 of Hensley stays reserved to that inside line. 3 wide, and there's a crash again. Brandon Pike involved. The 2-1 offer pad Supra goes around. That is Chris Murphy, who slows down to the inside line. The 44 car crashes against the wall. Byron Jones involved in this accident. The 2-4 of Cole Snyder also getting a piece of this one. We stay green with Josh Arnold in control of the lead, and now the yellow flag flies over North Florida. And all these cars having to come to a rushed halt. Josh Arnold, Zach Meredith, Jake Millsap, your top 3 when the yellow flag flew. Let's go back a full lap and see what exactly happened on lap 27. This is down the front straight. Let's go a bit further. Down the back straight here. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Keep your eyes on the 0-2 of Andrew Baker. Going 3 wide, the 6 car. That's, no, they're crashing behind them already. Baker staying well out of the way. Let's go back. And that's my mistake. I thought the lapped car might have had something to do with it. No. Oh, and oh, look at that. The wrong lapped car. Marty Hensley in the 3-9 right up on the racetrack. Look at the 2-4. Avoid that 6-2 car. Heads up move by Cole Snyder. And right along in the cockpit, you're riding along with Marty Hensley now. Watch the hands. And unfortunately, the mirrors aren't working for us. Let's go to, there's a good rear view there, and really just, let's run this one back. You can see the hands in the 39 car are turned to the left. Shout out MK Gaming in the chat, cheering on for number 2, Jeff No. Watch the hands for Hensley. Always turn to the left, but it looks to me like Hensley just came into turn number 3 with too much speed. My gosh. And now, let's ride along with Enrique Quiñones. Just squeezing through the 6'2" of Brandon Pike. And let's have a look with Cole Snyder now. Snyder, can he save it? Can Cole Snyder save it? He does indeed save it. Good for him. One more look on board the cockpit of Jose Ruiz, because this is, I'm sorry, Enrique Quiñones. This is pretty impressive. That gyro cam giving us an interesting look. Heads up to that 9 car, way to save it, and that there's going to earn Enrique Quiñones his very own Cole Trickle move of the race.
Ice cream!
Ice cream indeed, Cole. Ice cream indeed. Zach Meredith leaving pit road with the top spot. Josh Franks sitting in that second position. Franks cleverly avoiding the 0-2 of Andrew Baker, who did everything right, staying out of the way there. Baker coming down pit road for tires and fuel. Josh Arnold is going to be scored in the third position. 30 laps complete of the scheduled 99, and if you've just tuned in, I'm Rick James. You're watching round 4 of di9 Designs. Turned down for what from virtual Daytona International. Pace car collects the drivers. We're going to take a 2-minute break. I'll tell you what, how about 90 seconds? We're going to take a 1-minute, 30-second break. We're going to be back with green flag racing from Daytona. Don't go anywhere. Back in 90 seconds. About to throw the green flag from virtual Daytona. Zach Meredith has control of the race lead with Josh Franks to his outside. Green flag waves. Let's go racing. Zach Meredith still at the front. He's got the 2-6 of Hunter Peach behind him. 1/3 of the race underway with Josh Arnold in the outside lane. He's going to get a big push from the 6 car. Look at the 2-6 to the outside. Hunter Peach, last season's runner-up, making a move for the lead, and Jordan Bain taking it 3 wide. The 6 now of Josh Franks on the inside of the 2-8, but stuck in that vacuum hole. Where will the line go? 3 wide in the 3rd row now. Mike Allen in the 8-8, washing up gently to that 6 car, and mercifully a hole opens for the 2-8 of Jordan Bain to slide in turn number 4. Toyota, Chevy on the inside line. Ford, Chevrolet, Ford on the outside line. 33 laps complete. This is what the points look like coming into this race. Zach Meredith with 119 points, leading ahead of Matt Boone, not present in today's race. Matt Boone, he's going to fall in the points. He's only 5 markers ahead of Nate Lehman. After that second caution, the 1-4 car finds himself just outside of the top 10. Jose Luis, 4th in points. He got involved in that first caution. The 2-3 car finds themselves in the top 25, several laps down. Cole Snyder in the 2-4 running in the top 10. Hunter Peach now leading this race. Car 2-6 looking to make a point and looking to take advantage of every opportunity. It was an incredible fight for the championship last year. The 2-8 of Jordan Bain winning his 2nd title in a row, but this season it's all about redemption for the 2-6 of Hunter Peach. The Reen Camry in control of the festivities at Daytona. Chad Swatsworth, his first lap tonight, he's got Hunter Peach to his inside. The number 1 Tracker Boats Chevrolet sitting at the top, but not for long. Here comes the 2-6, taking the shine away. Zach Meredith in that 1-7, second in line. Coming into tonight's race, Meredith has control of the points lead, but it is a long 16-race season. The 8-8 of Mike Allen sitting behind the 17 of Meredith, who just bounced off that inside line. But Meredith keeps it moving. Gap between the 2-4, that's Cole Snyder just on the fringes of the top 10. He's trying to catch up to the 1-9 of Jacob Millsap. The 2-7 of Sam Wade, what's slowly becoming the secondary pack. Andrew Baker behind him in the 0-2. Marty Hensley finds himself in the 26th position. The Rock NASCAR still fighting his way through this field. The 1-12 of Stephen Brinnick behind him, but Brinnick is on the lead lap in the 15th position. Cars just trying to find their place after the restart. Chad Swatsworth finding his place just ahead of this top 3 Calamity that's 3 wide behind him. Josh Arnold in the 2-2 offering pushes of encouragement out of turn number 4. 3 wide in a couple of rows now with the 8-8 car of Mike Allen to the inside of Chad Swatsworth. 39 laps underway. We'll have 60 laps to go next time by. Corey Blevins on the low line in that 3 wide jumble. The 2-8 of Jordan Bain sliding back despite still being up 15 places from where he started, and once again, mercifully, the B-Water Ford Mustang is able to sneak in line. The 6'9" of Brad Rivers finding himself up 19 places from where he started, but the 2'8" of Bain opening up the high line one more time and sneaking back down behind the 6'9". Drag race to lead, lap number 39, and Hunter Peach gets the honors. The 2-2 of Josh Arnold in the Southern Beverage Company Ford Mustang. He sits in second place, while another Ford, Nate Lehman, sits in the fastest place. 18th place, Nate Lehman, with a 46.48, running the fastest lap of the race so far. Lehman using the draft behind the 0-2 of Andrew Baker and still drafting wonderfully behind that Chevrolet. Let's see what time the 14 puts up when he crosses the line. Out of the fourth corner, the 2-6 of Hunter Peach by himself. King Bob following in the chat. Welcome, King Bob. Glad to have you. Cindy Thompson in the chat earlier saying, "Go J-Paw." That's the 2-2 of Josh Arnold in the middle lane, the vacuum hole, if you will. The double 2 on the top side of the double 8, and the 2-2 inside of the 6'9", 3 wide out of the second corner. Contact, and there's another crash. The double 8 of Mike Allen has had it, but he's the only car to go down. There goes Allen, skidding down the back straight, slams the wall, but we stay green. Zach Meredith leading with the 2-6 of Hunter Peach behind him. Brad Rivers in third. Jordan Bain sits in fourth right now. The 2-2 of Josh Arnold still in the top 10, and everybody keeps it moving out of turn number 4. 1-7, 2-6 on the inside line. 6-9, 2-8 on the outside line. Zach Meredith leads one more lap. 41 laps now complete at Daytona. 2x2 for the lead, while the remainder of the 2x2 catches up behind them. Brad Rivers just edging the 1-7 of Zach Meredith, using the side draft to his advantage. 42.5 laps underway. Drivers still trying to zig and zag and find their place in the draft. Hopefully, everybody keeps it together. There goes the 48 of Corey Blevins, loose out of turn number 4, but he saves it. Glove save from Corey Blevins. Unbelievably done. Out of the corner. Let's see if we can find what that looks like inside that one car, because that was nuts. I'm gonna have to run back here. But just watch the hands. Blevins just tags the apron out of turn number 4. Have a listen. Here you can see the inside line just backing up. Everybody mercifully making it through. Zach Meredith still leading into that 1-7 car. Single file. 5 cars deep. The 2-3 of Jose Ruiz and the 4-4 of Byron Jones are the lapped cars ahead. Leaders 2x2 behind him as Ruiz goes to the high side. Byron Jones now following in his wake in the 44 car. Staying above the hash marks on the top line. We'll see how it works out this time with the leaders now overtaking on the bottom side. Chevrolet, Toyota, Ford, your top 3. Jeff Noe sitting in 4th. Corey Blevins in that 5th position. Jake Millsap rolling in 6th. Next time around, we'll be halfway. Corey Blevins still running in the top 5 on the outside line, but there's no support for him. Jeff Noe with a couple of blinks on the inside line. Hopefully stability is not an issue for the number 2 Navy Ford. Stephen Brennick, the number 12 Napa Chevrolet behind the 6'2 of Brandon Pike, who's been crashed twice, but still fighting hard in that top 15. Josh Franks in the number 6 Target Ford, being followed by Marty Hensley in the 3-9. Let's ride along with Hensley. Let's see, and There's the 2.6 is in the wall. Everybody trying to avoid the 2.6 car. The Ream Camry, Hunter Peach getting into the wall. And it looks like he might have just jumped immediately into pit lane, but Peach just disappearing insanely as the leaders come by. Hunter Peach may be out of this race, and there he is bouncing off of that wall. The Ream Camry just by himself, disappearing out of nowhere, and possibly, just maybe, connectivity issues for Hunter Peach. And let's run this one back because as far as I can see, Peach is what they call blinking. And there he is there. Have a look with Hunter Peach in the 2.6. Second in line. Oh, he just scoots to the inside and starts bouncing along the wall. And that has to be connectivity issues or possibly the steering wheel disconnected. You've got to be kidding me, and you have to feel for Hunter Peach. Have a listen and watch the 2.6 car quite literally just explode, die if you will. No connection, look at him. No, and that looks to me like a steering wheel issue. Not so much just the connectivity cutting out, but a steering wheel issue on the 2.6. Hunter Peach leading several laps in this race, coming into this race with a top 5 position in the points. Caution number 3 flies over the speedway, presumably for the crash from the 2.6. Zach Meredith leading this race with Josh Arnold in the 2nd position. Jeff No sitting in 3rd with Jake Millsap to his inside. 3rd yellow flag just past the halfway mark at Daytona. Explorian in the chat says, rough way to go out. You're telling me. F in the chat for Hunter Peach. So Zach Meredith leads the way with Josh Arnold in tow. Drivers last pitting on lap 29. And according to the di9 Design track facts, it's just about that time for a pit stop. So the drivers are going to take a break, and so will we. Fans at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with more racing from Daytona. It's been an absolute delight so far. We'll be back in just 2 minutes with more racing. Don't go anywhere. XRN Network in the chat. Most recently subscribing, 4-month subscriber now. Shout out XRN. And fans at home, if you also want to be ad-free and subscribe, you can do it either through Twitch or through your Amazon Prime. Just combine your Prime with your Twitch, link them together, get what's called Prime Gaming. Not only do you get loot for your favorite games every single month, for Grand Theft Auto, for Apex Legends, Fortnite, whatever you like, you also get free games every month, plus you also get a free subscription to Rick James TV. Why not get that free subscription with Amazon Prime and Prime Gaming? Link your Twitch account, go ad-free, get that free subscription. Green flag is out. Zach Meredith has control with Josh Arnold in tow. 50 laps now underway. Let's go racing one more time from Daytona. Sun now casting a shadow between those catch fences through the third and fourth corner, and the track becoming just a bit more golden. Who will get that gold medal at the end of this race? 2x2 once again, many rows deep, in the 6-9 of Brad Rivers sneaks his Hooters Ford down to the inside line behind the 4-8 of Corey Blevins. Those stone-colored fluffy clouds part, and the eye-blinding but shining warm sun shines on the asphalt at Daytona. Shadows being casted on the track, but for which driver? The 1-9 of Jake Millsap following in line with the 1-7 of Zach Meredith through turn number 4. There's the 6 of Josh Franks on the inside line. Papa Bear Campbell behind him in that 7-1. X-Rocker Gaming Furniture Ford. The 4-8 of Corey Blevins sits behind him. And the 6-9 of Brad Rivers in 11th currently. He's up 14 places from where he started. Hunter Peach involved in that last crash in the 2-6 finds himself in the 27th position, being scored out of this race with Nassau, Bahamas, Elrich George, and he's going to take a big hit in the points. Zach Meredith leading those standings with 119 digits. Hunter Peach comes into this race 6th in points, only 3 markers ahead of Corey Blevins, and 1 solitary point behind Cole Snyder. That one's got to hurt, but Hunter will come back to fight for another race. That is guaranteed. We'll see him next week. Mississippi's Josh Arnold sitting in the top 5 right now. The 22 sitting just at the top of the outside line. Jordan Bain looking for fresh air on the outside of Cole Snyder, and a bit of a break in the action as the 1-4 of Nate Lehman sits on the top side, and the 6-9 of Brad Rivers sits below him. Jeff No in that 2 car blinking may have caused these cars to check up. No way to tell this early. The 1-4 sitting in the 8th position right now looking for some help. Brandon Pike jumps to the outside in the PPG Ford. Enrique Quinones, the New Jersey pilot, on the inside line, drafting with Corey Blevins in the 48. These cars are separated. Caution is out. 4th yellow flag is out as I'm saying all of this, and it looks like Shad Swatsworth, Mike Campbell might have been involved. There is the 7-1 X-Rocker Ford with heavy damage to the front end. Shad Swatsworth with no front end. And behind him, that might be the 0-2 of Andrew Baker. No, it's not the 0-2 of Andrew Baker. But let's go back and see what happened here on lap 53. That's the 7-1 of Campbell. There's contact from the 14 and the 6-9. That is what caused the field to back up right there. It wasn't anyone checking up. It was heavy contact going 3 wide down the back straight. Let's have one more look. The 6-9 of Brad Rivers involved in that one. Then other cars checking up. The one of Swatsworth getting into the double 8 of Mike Allen. That's the second time Mike Allen's caught a piece of some action tonight. And a bit of a sour note for the Scott Hall Tribute Chevrolet. Let's go back to Allen here. He's got the 39 of Hensley ahead of him. Everybody's checking up. It looks like the one of Swatsworth just didn't check up hard enough. And that's the 11 car that got a piece of that action. That's Mike Campbell III. Here we have Mike Papa Bear Campbell and then Mike Campbell III in the number 11 Supra. Unfortunately getting a piece of that. The Foxtail Supra. He was proud to bring this Foxtail, Fox Racing Toyota to the track tonight, and unfortunately ends up in smoke. 55 laps underway as Burnt Rubber Media subscribes. Big shout out to Burnt Rubber Media. That's almost a year and a half of subscriptions. That's unbelievable stuff. 16 months of subscriptions. Big shout out to Terry Radford and everybody down at Burnt Rubber Media. My esteemed thanks. Can't do it without you guys. Josh Franks last pitted on lap 47. He thinks that's enough for him. We've got fewer than that many laps remaining, but as the track facts tell us, it's going to take a little more than that to make it to the end. So Franks gambling on making this a one-stop race to the end. We'll see how that works out for Sugar Hand Franks. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Back again from virtual Daytona under caution for the 4th time. Shad Swatsworth, Mike Allen, Nate Lehman, Brad Rivers, all involved in an accident. But we're going to pick it up and get racing once again. Golden Sun shining through that catch fence out of turn number 4, and it's only going to get better looking from here. The pace car peels off. Josh Franks is the control car with Brandon Pike to his outside. Green flag is out. Let's go racing again. .58 laps now complete from virtual Daytona. Josh Franks leading Zach Meredith. Jake Millsap sits in third. 3 wide, about 6 cars back. The 2-4 of Cole Snyder on the top side, following the 2-2 of Josh Arnold. Nate Lehman in that 1-4 car. Now to the inside of the CD and R Chevrolet. The Severe Blizzard Ford behind the Snap-on Mustang, and then Enrique Quinones up 20 places from where he started. Jacob NASCAR in the chat saying, I hope you guys are doing well. Jacob, we're doing fantastic. Even better now that you're here to watch the last 40 laps of action from Daytona. It's been a thrilling race so far, but still anybody's competition to call. Josh Franks leading 2 laps in a row in the Target Chevrolet. Zach Meredith has been up front all race long, now drafting with the new guy at the front, and Jake Millsap in third now with Jeff No behind him in fourth. There you see No blinking once again. Connectivity has been an issue for No all night long, intermittently. We'll see if it affects how he drives for the rest of this race. Jordan Bain leads the top line with McGee's Josh Arnold in, well, second in that position, with Corey Blevins forcing his way up the middle line, and the 2-4 going with him, and Millsap joins the middle lane as well. Nope, that's the 1-2 of Brinnick. Cole Snyder is in the wall. The 3-7 of Jeff Lednam sits behind him. The 1-2 of Brinnick regains his composure. Josh Franks leading the 1-7 of Zach Meredith now on the outside line. Jake Millsap coming up behind the 1-7, joining him on the top side, and it looks like it's going to be a train run on the outside of that 6 Target Chevy. Brandon Pike on the inside line. He's got the 2 car of No quick to get right next to him, and there's a crash right there. Millsap shoots to the inside line all the way down, losing all of those spots, and there's Jake Millsap crushed along the inside wall, but we stay green. Meredith leading on the outside now. Here comes Franks trying to side draft. Then you've got the 6-2 of Brandon Pike on that inside line, pushing the 1-7. Meredith on the inside, fighting for that lead. Jeff No going on the high side around Josh Franks. 62 laps now underway. Drag race for the lead into turn number 1. Zach Meredith on the inside. Jeff No on the outside. Jordan Bain pushing along in the B-Water Ford with Jeff Lednam third in line on the top side. Mike Campbell III leaving the pits. That'll excite fans of the 11 car. Hopefully we don't miss any further action, but let's see what happened from the blimp view with Jake Millsap. Oh, and he's already gone off here. One more time. Yellow flag does fly over the racetrack. And it looks like it will indeed. It's going to be for Nate Lehman. Let's go to live pictures and see what happened to Nate Lehman. And he's still rolling off of turn number 4, and the 1-4 Severe Blizzard Ford has a heavy accident. It's only getting spicier from here. And that doesn't look like a one-car incident. Let's go back and see what happened with Nate Lehman. They're still reeling from what happened with the 19. All out of order for an entire lap. The 7 of Jarrett Manning just barely escapes. Who's that got caught up? Is that the 4-4 of Byron Jones? It is the repeat Chevrolet. Byron Jones getting a huge piece of that one. They've already wrecked big time here. There's the 6-9 of Brad Rivers on the inside line. Keep your eye on the 1-4. Oh, the 2-4 of Cole Snyder hitting the apron, forcing the 9 to back up. The 42 gets into him. Nowhere for the 9 to go. The 7 of Jarrett Manning just making it through. You've got to be kidding. They were going so well, and that apron comes up and bites once again. Keep your eye on the 2-4. Matter of fact, let's ride along with Cole Snyder, looking out the back of the 2-4 Chevrolet. Jarrett Manning making it through with a wide berth to the outside. One more look at Snyder. Ironically, Cole Snyder making it through mostly unharmed and keeping it together in one piece. Now let's go back to Jake Millsap, where he fell off the track in that 1-9. Just looked like some bump drafting there, and the 19 getting air off the rumble strips and unfortunately unable to keep it off the wall. Let's run it back. Looks like Jeff No just trying to make a move to the inside. Getting a big push. Well, looks like no push from Bain. No, just getting a good draft. Saw an opportunity up the inside line. And let's see if we can see what it looks like from Jeff No's point of view. It looks like Millsap just wanted to go to the inside line where No was. And then a lap later, the reason we're under caution, Cole Snyder hitting the apron, backing up the 9 of Enrique Quiñones. And a few other drivers getting involved. Just over 33 laps to go from virtual Daytona. The points are going to be shaken up with Matt Boone not here, Hunter Peach being scored out of this race, and still more than a third of the competition to go. Lights are out atop the pace car. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the green flag. If you love your NASCAR die-cast and merch, head on over to CircleBDiecast.com. Be sure to use code di9 Designs for free shipping on your die-cast and merch orders over $20 on CircleBDiecast.com. Jordan Bain ahead of Shad Swatsworth, but by inches. The 2.8 is the control car as the green flag waves. It's going to be just over 33 to go. Let's go racing again. Jordan Bain with the sole control of the lead in car 2-8, the 6-9 of Brad Rivers on the inside line. Then it's the 2 of Jeff No, currently being scored 5th. Third on that bottom line, the 1 of Shad Swatsworth being pushed along by the 1-7 of Zach Meredith. Corey Blevins sitting 3rd on the outside line with Brandon Pike in 4th. Jake Millsap drafting up to Pike in that 1-9. 67 laps will be completed this time around. And let's get a front row seat with the 1-9 of Jake Millsap. Duct Tape Fan 06 in the chat says, that's my boy, number 19, and it's been a nice race for Jake Millsap so far. He's sitting just on the edges of the top 10, 5th on the outside line. Still plenty of race to go. It'll be 3-0 to go this time by 2-9 at the line. Josh Franks and the number 7 of Jarrett Manning running 15th and 13th respectively, drafting up to the 1-9 of Jake Millsap. Jordan Bain leading the race from the bottom line. He comes into tonight's 4th round ridiculously far down in the points because Jordan Bain's running a part-time schedule. Nevertheless, Jordan Bain with 1 win this season. Actually, is he? No, he's not running a part-time schedule. Pardon me. That's in the other series. This is Jordan Bain's full-time schedule. I got that wrong, but he's 11th in the points with 1 win this season. My point being, we've had 4 races, and 3 races, 3 different winners. This is our 4th race. We're hoping for our 4th winner. That was my point. Really hard getting that one out. Points the difference between 1st and 6th place, and up to, I believe, 39 points are for grabs every week for the winner. Last week's winner at last week's winner at Texas, the 1.5 mile oval being won by Zach Meredith in that 1-7 car, picked up 44 points, 44 points is what we can pick up, and there's 19 points between those top, let's say 6 drivers. It is going to be an incredibly tight championship, tighter than the racing we're seeing right now. 71 laps underway. Just over 25 laps remaining, and if you've just tuned in, you've missed quite a bit, but it's only going to get better, so don't go anywhere. I'm Rick James, and you're watching uninterrupted green flag coverage of di9 Designs. Turn down for what Xfinity Series? Shad Swatsworth sitting ahead of Zach Meredith by half a car length. As the sun sets at Daytona, the lights will kick on, and these gorgeous paint schemes will illuminate under the North Florida sun. The 7-1 car of Mike Papa Bear Campbell in the X-Rocker paint scheme just ahead of Frank's. Marty Hensley getting a bit out of sorts out of turn number 2. Car 2-2. Josh Arnold on the outside line, trying to pull the 7 of Jarrett Manning with him while he side drafts around Marty Hensley into 11th. It's been a drag race to the line since we started, and that's what it looks like it's going to be for the next 20-some laps. The 1 of Shad Swatsworth leading, Zach Meredith still on the outside with Corey Blevins pushing along. Jordan Bain joins the down low gang, the 6-9 of Brad Rivers staying in place. The 6-2 of Brandon Pike, despite being involved in 2 crashes tonight, continuing to stay in that top 10. White Walker 86, Kurt cheering on his brother and new father, Shad Swatsworth, and he's got new fathers behind him as well. The 2.8 of Jordan Bain, working out those dad reflexes with the 1 of Swatsworth, and Kurt cheering in 5 bits for his brother, Shad, and even more bits. Shout out to White Walker 86 cheering on his brother. Love to see the family atmosphere. And keep your eyes peeled, because once in a while you might just see Kurt out on this racetrack. Zach Meredith ahead of Shad Swatsworth just down the back straight, but here goes Shad looking for the lead. Side drafting off of the 1-7, but it's not quick enough, and there goes Brad Rivers down to the inside. Rivers now trying to survive on the grass at Daytona. He hasn't slammed the wall yet, but he keeps it moving, and he keeps it green. Meredith leading. He's got Blevins behind him. Cars still shuffling around, trying to find and take advantage of the gap in the line. Jordan Bain using the side draft and help from Shad Swatsworth in the 1 car, just edging the 1-7 of Zach Meredith. He is yet to lead a lap tonight, but with 25 circuits remaining at the World Center of Racing, Jordan Bain looks to break the cycle of unique winners. He's looking for his 2nd victory in 4 starts this season. On board now with car 2-8, Jordan Bain. Mike Allen on the inside line looking to stay in competition as the cavalry just tears past him. 2-4 to go. The 8.8 of Allen stays to the inside. Everybody makes it through okay. Shout out to Mike Allen. Shout out to the rest of the field for keeping us green. Meredith continues to lead. He's got 11 behind him in that 48 car. 23 laps to go this time by. Jordan Bain to the top. Meredith behind him. Shad Swatsworth on the outside. Corey Blevins sitting in 3rd. Will Bain lead his first lap this race? Swatsworth trying to beat him to it. Leading lap 75. And the new leader as they crash across the line. Jordan Bain, the 48 of Corey Blevins, comically sailing through the Daytona sky. The 1 of Swatsworth involved. Jeff Noah's involved. Brandon Pike with his 3rd accident tonight. Caution number 6 flies with 23 laps to go. Stephen Brinnick's been involved. Jeff Lednam caught a piece of the action in the 3-7. Papa Bear Mike Campbell in the number 71, rocking those X-Rocker colors tonight. The Gaming Furniture Company being displayed proudly on that 7-1 car. Now all sorts of messed up. Well, that's the way the Daytona cookie crumbles. Some ways, sometimes she goes, and sometimes she doesn't. Let's go back and see what happened here on lap 7-7. Josh Franks just sneaking it through. Just sneaking it through. Let's ride along with Josh Franks. That was awesome. There's the X-Rocker Ford right in front of Franks. That 6 car making it through brilliantly. That's going to earn him a Cole Trickle move of the race. We'll give that up shortly. But let's go back here and see what happened. White Walker says probably whoever was pushing the 62 behind the pusher. So let's take a look at car 6-2, Brandon Pike. He's got a turn 2. This is the lap prior. So let's take a look at the blimp view here. Car 6-2, Brandon Pike on the outside, drafting behind the 1 of Shad Swatsworth. Bain goes to the inside line. He's going to lead his first lap this race. The two of Jeff No blinks between Millsap and Lednam, the 19 and the 37 respectively. The one of Swatsworth slows down. Everybody checks up, but do they make it through safely? Oh, it looks like the 6-2 just barely clipping the 48 after checking up. Possibly just some off-throttle oversteer. Or to put it simply, he just got loose. Hard crash for a lot of folks. Let's have a look, one more with Brandon Pike here. This is down the back straight. Let's see if we can get a more recent look, or we'll at least speed this up. But watch the left front fender. We're going to play it in real time right now. Keep your eye on that left front fender. Watch for the 48 of Blevins. A lot of fantastic race cars torn up in that one. Here's what it looked like riding along with Steven Brinnick in the 12 car. Again, keep your eye right dead center. You're going to see the 48 and the 6-2 make contact. Brinnick vaulting that 48 car. There's the 71 who got involved. From Andrew Baker's point of view, right along with Josh Arnold in the 22. And one fantastic look here with Josh Franks. Driving through that smoke brilliantly, and that there is going to earn Josh Franks his Cole Trickle move of the race.
Ice cream!
Also got to give it up to the 2-2 of Josh Arnold for driving through that one. He gets his very own move of the race.
Ice cream!
Citizens, the town over of McGee, Mississippi, will be coming up to Josh Arnold's door to shake his hand as he's won that prestigious Cole Trickle move of the race. Fans the world over, matter of fact, will probably be sending him congratulations tonight. What a prestigious award for Josh Arnold. But we still have more racing to complete. Zach Meredith will be taking the line, and he'll be taking us from 20 down to 19 laps remaining from Daytona. Jake Millsap will be on the outside line. Marty Hensley starting second in line with Jordan Bain, the defending champion, to his outside. 19 laps to decide the winner. Pace car peels off, and the green flag is out. Let's go racing again. Zach Meredith in the 17 getting loose, skidding down that front straight. Yellow flag comes out with 18 laps to go. Jordan Bain, your race leader. And we make it just a couple of laps before the yellow flag flies on lap 82. 18 circuits remain. And let's see what happened to the 1-7 of Zach Meredith. Already on the inside there. This is down the back straight. Let's get a more in-depth look with Meredith here. Bum drafting with the 19 of Jake Millsap in that third corner. Out of turn number 4, the 1-7 already loose out of that fourth corner. There he is on the apron, and he makes contact with the 0-2 of Baker, who does not relent. And you've got to think, with 18 laps to go, is Andrew Baker under any obligation to let the 17 go by? Let's ride along shotgun with Baker. Keep your eye on the left-hand side. You're going to see a wild 17 appear. The 17 almost forcing his way up the inside line. Baker, he was there first. He has claim to that line, really. The block was super effective, and the 17 fainted. Let's go back and have another look with Andrew Baker. One more look from the blimp, because I want to see really where the line relented. Watch the gap between the 0-2 and the yellow line between the racing surface and the apron. You're going to see the gap increase for the 1-7. Baker moves up. Then the 17 comes up. Baker moves up even more. Oh, man. Tough call. Extremely tough call. But the result is a yellow flag. Jordan Bain leads the race. Cole Snyder sits in the second position. Jake Millsap is in the third spot. Hopefully, we stay ad-free to the end of the race. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the final 14 laps from Daytona. Don't go anywhere. Jordan Bain leads. 14 laps to go when they cross the line. Jordan Bain has control of the field. Cole Snyder starting to his outside. Can they make it without one more caution? 7th restart, the 2.8 accelerates, and we're racing again from the world center of racing. Lucky number 13, laps to go, and Jordan Bain leads the field on the outside. He's got Jake Millsap in the 1.9 right there on the left-hand side, and there's a wreck behind him. Josh Franks is involved. Another crash before the checkered flag comes out, and the Target Chevrolet involved big time. And it's unlucky number 13, laps to go for Josh Franks. The 2-3 DuPont Chevrolet of Jose Ruiz involved. Caution number 8 flies over Daytona. Let's see what happened to the 6 of Josh Franks. Contact with the 7 of Jared Manning. Josh Franks was running in the 19th position, 1 lap off the pace. Jarrett Manning in that 7 car was on the lead lap in 11th. One more look just from the inside angle. It just looks like they made slight contact. Let's get real close with Franks and see with Manning and see what happened. Burnt Rubber Media rating with 10 viewers. Big shout out to Burnt Rubber Media. White Walker Racing requesting that they go back to see how they took it 3 wide. Let's go back even further here. This is out of the 4th corner where they're already 3 wide. Jarrett Manning on the outside. Jeff No blinking up ahead in the 2. Josh Franks in the vacuum hole trying to, well, not really the vacuum hole, is it? It is the top side. Manning just stuck on the high side. And it looks like they just get a little squirrely, a little out of control. Manning doesn't know where to go. Franks right there on the inside, and it's just so tight. Hunter Peach came back on the racetrack. You saw the 2.6 of Peach reappear. Only for this to happen to him. Poor Hunter Peach. Losing his internet connection, being scored out of the race for an incredible number of laps. Peach being scored 8 laps off the pace now. Rocky Top Wade getting involved in that one. Jared Manning got a piece of that. The 2-1. Supra. Chris Murphy avoided that accident. And caution number 8 is out over the speedway. That's going to give Jake Millsap the lead in this race. The Washington native at the top of the field. It will be inside 10 laps to go. Now the only thing to do is bother Jake Millsap and see how he feels about having a chance to win this race. Jake Millsap, it's Rick James up top. You got me?
Yep.
Jake, you're going to be leading this race with presumably 8 laps to go. When you go green, who is your best friend on the racetrack?
Definitely the 26, but I don't exactly know where he's at.
Hunter Peach got recently involved in that last accident, so Jordan Bain is scored in second place. Cole Snyder will be scored in third. Jeff No's fourth, and Marty Hensley is fifth.
That's good to know.
What's going to be the strategy here? Is it an inside line or outside line kind of day? It's tough to call so far. It really seems like it's going to come down to a last lap pass.
Well, we'll just have to see.
Keeping your cards close to your chest. Tighten those belts, man. It's going to be a wild ride. 9 to go next time by, Millsap. Good luck, bud.
Thanks.
White Walker 86 commenting, chatty interview. And how? Jake Millsap up 14 places from where he started in the lead. And he will be leading with 9 laps to go. MLadge17 in the chat says, pulling teeth. Duct Tape Fan 06 says, let's go, Jake. White Walker 86 says, going to have to work on his interview skills. Can you blame him? It's 9 laps to go. Once again, big shout out to everybody being rated over from Burnt Rubber Media. I'm Rick James, and you're watching the final 9 laps of di9 Designs. Turned down for what? From virtual Daytona International. Jake Millsap leads Jordan Bain. They will have control of the field when they come to the line. 9 circuits remain at Daytona. This is what the points look coming into tonight's race. Jordan Bain sitting 11th in points, looking to go for his second win this season. It's been 3 races and 3 unique winners. Will we get a 4th? The Millsap family agrees, but those skills aren't important at the moment. We're going to go green with the 19 in control of the field, holding everyone back just a bit, waiting for the signal. Green flag is out. Let's go racing with 9 laps to go. There goes the 2 of Jeff No for a spin down the back straight. He keeps the Navy Ford Mustang off the wall. Jake Millsap leads down the back straight. Cole Snyder sitting in second. Marty Hensley in the Harley Davidson Chevrolet in third. Brad Rivers in fourth, and Jordan Bain on the outside, now being blocked by the 6'9 Hooters Mustang. The 1-9 leads, and he's going to lead 8 laps remaining, and look at the hornet's nest behind him. Car straggling behind, but the 19 still making a good charge on the inside line. White Walker says, Snyder, ex-teammate of Millsap, will he stick with him? Cole Snyder in the 2-4. He's looking to get a dub this season. Brad Rivers, who's been involved in a couple of scrapes, now fighting for this win. Snyder winless. 5th in the points, sitting second in line behind the 19, and he pulls the strings on the inside line. 2-time champion Jordan Bain in the 2.8B Water Ford. He's pulling the strings for the outside line with help from McGee, Mississippi's and recent Cole Trickle Move of the Race Award winner Josh Arnold with Enrique Quinones in tow. Those are 2 Southern Beverage Company cars nose to tail. Will they work together to get to the front? Nate Lehman was involved in one of our 8 cautions this evening. He's now on the inside line with help from Rocky Top Wade. Sam Wade to you, making an appearance in the top 10 for the first time tonight. Cards shifting left and right. It'll be 6 laps to go when they hit the line. Will we go caution free? Let's find out. White Walker 86 saying Cole, talking about the 2-4 of Cole Snyder. It's Cole's birthday today, and he's driving driving the paint scheme for his dad, who passed a year ago. Big win if he can pull it off. The Ernie Irvin colors in the CDNR Box Cave Chevrolet, looking to go to victory. Jake Millsap in the 1-9 leading the charge. It's 3 Chevrolets up the inside line, with the Curious Ford, the 6-9 of Brad Rivers, being pushed. 3 Fords on the outside, 3 bow ties on the inside. 5 laps to go next time around. Shuffling out of the 4th corner, nerves tightening. The 2-4 peaks to the outside. 12.5 miles remain in the scheduled 248 miles. 99 laps, comprising the longest race this season. 1 fast repair is all these drivers get. Some have used all of them, some have used none. If there's a late race caution, will that come into play? The 19 of Jake Millsap leading, the 2-4 of Cole Snyder diligently waiting second in line, just briefly peeking to the outside, and Jordan Bain coming down for an extreme side draft with the 1-9. The 6-9 of Brad Rivers edging the 19 of Millsap out of that 4th corner. Beast in the chat says, "Let's go Cole." Cheering on the 2-4 of Cole Snyder. Brad Rivers leads that lap. 4 laps to go at Daytona. This is what the scene looks like aboard car 24. Second in line. Out of the 4th corner, Hensley looking to go to the outside. The 6-9 of Brad Rivers still leading on the top side. 3 Chevys bottom, 3 Fords on the top. Snyder bounces right off that apron. They cross the line, and it will be 3 circuits remaining. 6-9, 2-8, 2-2 on the top. Rivers dives down to the inside, and he leaves the Fords behind. Brad Rivers first on the bottom. Jake Millsap in second. Cole Snyder now sitting in third, and it will be 5 miles to go. Next time across the stripe. Millsap peaking high. Snyder getting nervous. The 2-8 of Bain, does he smell the fear in the water? That 2-8B Water Ford leading on the outside, with Mississippi's Josh Arnold in second. 5 miles to go this time around. The 6-9 steady, solid as a rock in that 6-9 Hooters Ford. The Millsap Graphic Chevrolet second in 9. The CDNR Box Cave Ernie Irvin Chevrolet third in line on the inside. Bain leading, looking to break the unique winning streak. Trying to be the first 2-time winner this season, but it won't happen. Big crash from the 1-9, and it's a huge one. Big pileup. Snyder's involved. Arnold's involved before they get to the white flag, and quite literally, Brad Rivers, the only driver not involved in that crash. White Walker 86 says exactly what I'm speechless to say. Wow. Brad Rivers surviving that one, so he'll be leading with this green-white checkered attempt. Jake Millsap will be second. Nate Lehman in third, with Rocky Top Wade in fourth. Marty Hensley currently being scored fifth. Let's go back and check this out. Lap 98. Josh Arnold in that 2-2 just couldn't sneak through. Grinnick is involved. Josh Franks in the number 6 car. He does make that one through off the racing surface. There's the 0-2 of Baker plowing into that 2-2. Let's go back. Try and have a look. This was a big one. from the blimp. We'll see if we can slow this down just a bit. And, let's get a chopper view in here. And it just looks like the 2-2 is just drafting hard with the 2-8 possibly loose with no front downforce on that 28 car. The 19 of Millsap is looking to the outside. Millsap getting loose under the 69 into the 28 of Jordan Bain. Josh Arnold to the inside in the 2-2 car. Let's run this one back and see what caused Jake Millsap to get loose. This is the lap prior. Millsap just making contact with the 69 of Brad Rivers, and quite literally everybody. Hunter Peach got involved in that one. Everybody trying to sneak through. And even cars that are crawling through did not make it. White Walker 86 in the chat says 19 looked to the middle and Netcode attached him to the 69. Huge pileup in the back end. Let's see if we can have a look aboard Brad Rivers' machine. Right along now, this is the back end of Brad Rivers. Rocky Top Wade just made it through that accident. Watch this. No, he didn't. He got messed up in that one too. Everybody did. Everybody got a piece of that accident. And the caution waves. We're going to have a green, white, checkered. Duct Tape Fan 06 saying that was a rough one. But Duct Tape's driver, Jake Millsap, will be starting on the outside of Brad Rivers in that 6-9 car. This is going to be one for the record books. Get ready to make clips out of this finish. It'll be our first green, white, checkered attempt. 6-9 and the 1-9 on the front row. The 9 of Enrique Quiñones being scored in third. Josh Franks to the outside in that 6 car. Jose Ruiz involved in, I think, a couple of accidents earlier today. That 2-3 car has survived, and he's up to 6th. Zach Meredith has caught a much-needed break after skidding off the track in turn 4, down the grass in the front straight. He's in the top 10. All is well for Jordan Bain. Still up 16 places from where he started. The defending champion starting 8th. Rocky Top Sam Wade in 10th. Of the drivers in the top 5, none of them have won a race this season. You have to look back to 8th place Jordan Bain before you find a driver that has won. Brad Rivers on the inside has the control. The pace car peels off. Green flag is out. 5 miles to go in the 4th round of turn down for what? Jeff No blinking top side. Cars drafting through. Everybody wants to get to the inside line. 3 wide behind him. Jordan Bain. While the sun literally still shines, Josh Franks shoots to the outside with Jose Ruiz drafting in the 2-3. Running a big train on the outside of the 69. Jeff No gets into the 6-9. There goes Josh Arnold in the Southern Beverage Company machine. No plowing into that 6-9. Cars behind him. 3 wide now. Will they make it to the white flag? Cole Snyder to the inside of the 19. Jake Millsap. Franks leading out of turn number 4. 3 wide. Here come to the white flag. If they hit the line, it's a race now. Ruiz to the outside, and it will be official. Next flag. Jose Ruiz leading in the 2-3 DuPont Chevrolet. Josh Franks to the inside line. Can he mount a defense? No. Ruiz dives to the inside. Rivers underneath him. Bump drafting in the corner is a big no-no. Rivers getting right up to the back end of that 2-3. Franks in tow. There goes Franks to the outside line now, trying to get a good run. Ruiz, can he block? Down that back straight. There goes the 2 of Jeff No. Sparks fly. Rivers is done. Back onto the racetrack, and he collects 4 or 5 drivers. There's the 2-3. He survives. Cole Snyder drafting to the inside with the Ernie Irvin paint job. Reese gets one more chance out of the 4th corner drafting. Zach Meredith in 3rd. 3 Chevrolets across the line, and it's going to be the 2-4 of Cole Snyder winning round 4 at Daytona. On his birthday, no less. Sebastian the Cat chiming in with his congratulations to Cole Snyder. Getting the W. Beast in the chat cheering him on. Word Burton cheering him on in the chat. Explorian saying what a final lap. Birthday win for Cole and for his dad, passing 1 year ago, rocking his dad's favorite paint scheme, that Ernie Irvin M&M's livery. Zach Meredith behind him in the 1-7. Jose Ruiz in the 2-3. What a win for the 2-4 of Cole Snyder. 3 seasons of Turn Down for What, and this has to be one of the more emotional wins. Duct Tape Fan 06 getting the win. The 2-2 of Josh Arnold coming with the 2-4 to offer congratulations, and other drivers also coming through. Let's go back to that white flag as Cole Dog takes their opportunity. Beautiful celebration. The 2-4 will lead that burnout. Someone just flying by dangerously. Let's go back to lap 99 and see how this white flag started. Well, I say 99. Green flag comes out. Cole Snyder is starting. Outside 19, starting well outside the top 15. See if we can catch the white flag. XRN Network saying bad block by me on that one. That's Josh Franks admitting responsibility on the last lap, but let's actually have a look. There's Cole Snyder. I'm sorry, not Cole Snyder, the 2-2 of Josh Arnold being bumped down. This is coming to the white flag. Jose Ruiz mounts an incredible run on the outside of Josh Franks. Just a brilliant run. The DuPont Chevrolet taking the lead in turn number 1, the 6-9 of Brad Rivers behind him. Now keep your eye on Brad Rivers. Watch the hands of the 6-9. The 6 of Josh Franks down on Jeff No. No to the inside of Rivers. Watch the hands. Rivers with his hands turned to the left. Just coming back onto the racing surface in front of everybody. And I mean everybody. That's hilarious. And at the line, Cole Snyder beating Jose Ruiz by 0.08 of a second. Cole Snyder still celebrating and in style. Well deserved for the driver of the 24. This is your race winner, and he will join us quite shortly for interviews. Well done to Cole Snyder. He, Jose Ruiz, and Zach Meredith will be on the podium. Fans, don't go anywhere. We're going to have top 3 interviews in just a moment. Your winner tonight in spectacular fashion, Cole Snyder. On the podium now after an amazing 99 laps in the 4th round. Let's start with driver of the number 17 Pepsi-Cola Chevrolet, Zach Meredith, sporting some new colors tonight, and you get that podium despite almost buying the farm inside the last 20 laps. A great way to keep fighting and earn a bronze medal.
Appreciate you, bud. Yeah, I just made one mistake, and it put me from 2nd all the way back down to 20th, and I got real lucky that caution came out, and just stuck to it. Had just tried to dodge wrecks and fought back and almost won the race. But I'm glad I was able to push Cole up to the front, and glad to see him win on his birthday.
On his birthday, Cole wins the race. You enter the race with a 7-point lead. You're going to be leaving Daytona, headed next week into New Hampshire, leading Cole Snyder by 14 points. Congratulations on 3rd place, Zach.
Appreciate you, bud.
Sacktown's Jose Ruiz finishing 2nd in the number 23 DuPont Chevrolet. Jose, you started 4th, and coming into tonight, the points have been okay for you so far. You're going to leave 3rd in the points, just at 1 point behind Cole Snyder. Did you think 2nd place was possible?
I thought so until lap 8, but I got turned. I don't know what aggressive side drafting, or he got loose, but I was pretty upset with that, just with getting wrecked. But I had a feeling everybody was just going to wreck up there at the end, so I laid back. Sometimes when I do, there's no wrecks, but sometimes when I do, I got lucky today. But I felt like I almost could have had that, but I think the 6 got me sideways just enough to kind of move me up half a lane and give Cole the room there, but that was close. I'll take 2nd from where I started, lap 8, getting wrecked, but good race overall.
Congratulations on the win. We'll see you next week at New Hampshire. Our race-winning interview brought to you by the good folks at di9 Designs, the Chase Elliott custom graphic design page on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at di9 Designs. They post graphics on all platforms multiple times a week and take requests on all types of logos, Chase Elliott wallpapers, iRacing schemes, and more. Follow and DM them for more details. They are not affiliated with Hendrick Motorsports or Chase Elliott. Be sure to use your code di9 Designs for free shipping on your diecast and merch orders over $20 on CircleBDiecast.com. And now the winner, driver of the number 24 Ernie Irvin liveried Chevrolet, Cole Snyder, with your first win this season in thrilling fashion.
Yeah, that was a pretty wild ending there. I didn't expect that at all, but man, we'll take it.
And now headed into New Hampshire, chip on your shoulder. Will it be the same paint scheme? Can you get it done 2 weeks in a row? You're going to be headed into next week, 14 points off of the lead.
It could happen. I like New Hampshire, one of my favorite tracks back on the old NASCAR games. It should translate well over to iRacing. But no, this paint scheme is now going to be in the CDR Hall of Fame that we call it, along with Nathan Lehman's ride that when he won at Richmond. We ran these special schemes for when my dad passed, and he won in that scheme, and now I got to win in this scheme. So these schemes are now retired. I'll probably never run it again. And it's a special win. Today's my 30th birthday, so that's pretty dope to win on your birthday. Not many people can say they did that. I'm just happy and blessed to be doing this. The boys in the whole group, Zachary Meredith, the whole CDR crew, couldn't do it without him.
Beautiful way to get it done. Beautiful win. And what a way to keep the winning streak alive of unique winners this season. 4 races, 4 winners. Go celebrate. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, man. And a huge shout out to Jake Millsap tonight. That kid ran such a great race. Thought he could have had it. Just want to throw that out there. I'm super proud of that kid, and he's doing a hell of a job out here.
Jake Millsap in the 19 car, driving a brilliant race up until the last lap. Unofficially, Millsap finishing 14th. Speaking of shout-outs, we got to shout it out to Burnt Rubber Media, rating earlier tonight and gifting 5 more subs in this channel for a total of 90 6 subscriptions. Unbelievable. Big shout out to Terry Radford and everyone at Burnt Rubber Media, everyone at di9 Designs, Mike Campbell, and everyone at Turn Down for What, and obviously the fans for tuning in and week out. White Walker 86 throwing in 24 bits for our race winner, Cole Snyder. Thursday Night Thunder is on a break this week, but we'll be back next week. TNT hits Watkins Glen, but just 7 nights from tonight. The Turn Down for What circus continues from Loudon. That's 7 nights from now, right here on Rick James TV. We hope to see you there, and until that next race, everybody, please stay safe. Do take care of each other, and we will see you